If you've ever gone a night without having any sleep, you probably felt hindered in some way the next day. Maybe you felt less focused, constantly tired, nauseous. You might even have yourself fallen asleep in the middle of the day, like this guy at his workplace. You could also have a similar experience, perhaps just feeling way too tired than you should be, if you get only an hour or two of sleep the previous night. However, getting too much sleep or having lots of variation in your sleeping schedule throughout multiple nights can make you feel similar as well and put you at serious risks if those conditions persist. While getting too little sleep, a person runs the risk of developing some chronic health issues. Some of these issues, as mentioned by the Division of Sleep Medicine at Harvard Medical School, are obesity, diabetes, and heart disease. Several studies link the risk of weight gain with insufficient sleep, due to insufficient sleep upsetting the balance of metabolism regulating hormones and other hormones. When the balance of these hormones in functioning through the body are upset, then this can lead to weight gain, which then has the potential development of obesity in your body. Diabetes can develop from less sleep, since having not enough sleep every night can make the body process glucose slower than it should, according to the division. So when there's less glucose being processed, that's a potential risk for diabetes. A single night of little sleep, not even multiple nights in a row, but a single night, can elevate your blood pressure the next day, and this is thus correlated with the risk of cardiovascular disease with continued poor sleep, as according to the division. No matter how long or for how little inadequate sleep persists, long-term risks still exist, especially for heart disease. So you don't want to be getting too little sleep. Getting too much sleep is also a problem. Johns Hopkins Medicine lists some diseases associated with oversleeping, such as type 2 diabetes, heart disease, obesity, depression, and headaches. Oversleeping is sometimes caused by underlying medical conditions. Johns Hopkins Medicine identifies some of these conditions to be narcolepsy, delayed sleep phase syndrome, and idiopathic hypersomnia. What all three of these diseases do is screw up the sleeping schedule, sometimes your circadian rhythm in your body, to where you sleep into the morning or you have difficulty waking up in the morning. This increases the time that you're asleep for. Lastly, when a person falls asleep and wakes up at greatly varying times, sometimes getting less sleep a night and sometimes getting more, they risk developing metabolic disorders. The National Institutes of Health includes some of these disorders as being obesity, high cholesterol, hypertension, and high blood sugar. Are you seeing a pattern here? National Institutes of Health also state that for every hour of variability in time to bed and time asleep, a person may have up to a 27% greater chance of experiencing a metabolic abnormality. So you don't want to vary your sleep schedule either. As discussed, long-term diseases, usually metabolic in nature, and conditions associated with heart disease can result from improper sleep, regardless whether it's too little sleep, too much sleep, or irregular sleep over the course of multiple nights. In the case of more than enough sleep, some underlying conditions may be responsible for its persistence. For any sleep irregularity or too much sleep, or too little sleep that's caused by some underlying conditions, you may want to speak to your doctor about this and get the problem solved. Since varying sleep as little as 1 hour puts you at further risk, you should maintain a regular sleeping schedule with the amount of sleep you need every night. For adults aged 18 to 64, the National Institutes of Health recommend you get between 7 and 9 hours of sleep every night. Getting less than 7 hours a night and getting more than 9 hours a night is discouraged if you want to make sure that you don't develop any health risks from getting improper sleep. Thank you.